Good morning, it's Randytbird out here in sunny Arizona. First off, I'd like to apologize for missing last week. Had played a music show out of town with my band, the band that I'm in, Last Train to Juarez. It's a country band. I'm actually in two bands. But we hadn't played before, so this is one of our first shows. And we were up at a place called Strawberry, Arizona, which is about 125-30 miles outside of Phoenix. And by the time I got home, it was late at night. We actually did two shows. And getting that first gig jitters out of the way. But by the time I got home, it was late, and I slept in a little bit. I woke up. It was already in the heat of the day here, and this time of year it gets hot, and I did not feel like going out. Was kind of beat up and tired from the long show. Anyway, so here I'm back today and out for a ride. It's Saturday morning. It is May, well, what is the day? May 16th. Nice morning out in Arizona. A little hazy out there, but the haze will shake out this morning. It's mostly from the early morning sun. I'm not sure what time it is. I think it's before 7 a.m. Air's nice and cool. What are we doing up here? Somebody pulling over. Oh yeah, motorhomes. It is that time of year. It might be nice to have one of those things. Kind of, well, as I get older in years, I really don't like sleeping on the ground anymore. It's not really like sleep. It's like just laying down and closing your eyes here and there. Not really getting much in the way of rest. That said, we are still going to go do some camping this year, hopefully up in Colorado. If not, there's plenty of places in Arizona to go, up in the pines. And that brings me to the next point, is that one of the things that I did earlier this week is I bought a new truck. Actually, my wife and I bought a new truck. We traded in my wife's little Ford Fiesta and bought a 2019 Ford Ranger. It was a brand new leftover, got a smoking deal on it. Shout out to Mike Gilbert out at Sanderson Ford. If you happen to check my stuff, Mike, thanks a lot. Good deal. Appreciate it. And so that's nice having a truck again. I missed having a truck, but it's just a base model Ranger, but it's very nicely equipped. It has the one option package. It gives you the power windows, power doors, the upgraded radio, the better tires. So this is our retirement vehicle, as we like to call it. When we do retire, this is going to be the one we keep. And of course bikes, but and who knows how many bikes, but this truck is nice, and it's got the extended cab, which gives us room for the little guy, and who's still he's not in a car seat anymore. He's in a booster seat. So being 6 years old and 45 pounds, he's not huge. But I don't know how things are going for you folks in other parts of the country and other parts of the world even. Hey, Viper. Things are starting to open up a little bit now, and people are being kind of cautious here in Arizona for the most part. They did open up. The first night a bar opened up, they had people elbow to elbow. I'm not sure that's real smart right now. Anyway, some of the restaurants have opened their dining rooms at a really limited capacity. A lot of places are staying with the distancing and staying closed, just to accept anything for drive-through and carry-out. So So I respect people's right to do that as they can. I guess malls have opened up at a limited capacity. Can't really remember the last time I went to a mall. But, pardon me. Anyway, the opening is, I've noticed a sizable increase in traffic, and at work we're very busy. We're still operating with a reduced staff, and I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be able to continue that, because again, we are busy, and hopefully that trend continues and my pay gets bumped back up to where it was. It was supposed to only be temporary, and I hope so. Hasn't really hurt me because I have other sources of income as well, but still, it is kind of frustrating to have to dip into savings for things, and thanks to the government and their so-called stimulus, or help out, or whatever, handout, whatever. I don't really feel like it's a handout. I've paid a lot of taxes over the years, and so with a little bit of tax return money, it made it easy to get this truck, and really didn't affect our finances as far as payments went. So that's good, and I got a new truck. Haven't really done much in the way of motorcycle riding in the last week, but I'm back out now, and it feels amazing. My 2019 Heritage, excuse me, 2020 Heritage. I'm all confused, all these different model year cars and trucks we have. We have an 18, a 19, and a 20. Not in any particular order, but yes, my Heritage is a 2020. And she's breaking in pretty good. Got a little over, approaching 3,000 miles now, and she's just running better than ever. I made a few changes again. I had some Harley grips on it, and the grips were just too big around and too much metal on them for my hands, and on longer jaunts and at higher speeds, it was just kind of hard on my hands. So I went back to the old mainstay chrome and rubber grips that I've had on several bikes and fit my hands perfectly, and a little bit more cushioning of the effects. So if anybody's interested in those Harley grips that I had on before, hit me up. We might be able to do something. I've also elected to sell the Mustang wide tripper solo that I bought. Nothing wrong with the seat. I also have the Sundowner, the Harley Sundowner, and after trying both, I really like the Sundowner better. And so that's up for sale too, if anybody's interested. It fits 18 through 20 or current model year Heritages, and it also fits the Deluxe. I think those are the only two models it fits. It does not fit a Slim. It does not fit any of the Lowriders, the Fat Boy, or any of those other ones. But the Heritage and the Deluxe, it fits. So it is the plain stitching. If you look back in my videos, there's a seat comparison, and I'll put a link up to the seat comparo if you want to look at it. I'm in no hurry to sell it, and I'm not going to give it away, but I'll make somebody a good deal. So anyway, so much for Marketplace on Randy's channel. I hope everybody's getting into it. I hope you folks up north are finally getting some nice weather to ride in. I did notice that there was kind of I don't know if it was a polar vortex, but it was a pretty heavy-duty storm system that went across the Northeast, and I feel for you guys out there. That a little late in the year to be bombarded with snow and cold weather. So hey, I think the casino's open again. That's cool. Not that I really go there a lot. I do eat at the restaurant there sometimes, and the restaurant is really good. Yeah, they missed us. They missed your money mostly. But Anyway, I'm coming up to my gas stop, so I'm going to be back with more video here a little bit later. And I'm kind of doing an experiment with a different microphone connection setup today on the Hero 8. So we'll see how this works out. I probably won't know till I get back as to what's going on with it and how it turned out. So hopefully I'm not just talking to myself here. Anyway, be back soon.
Outlaws that remain. Raise your glass to the outlaws that remain. getting older. I hope what we build remains the same. The time here's getting shorter, and there's less of us here. Raise your glass to the outlaws that remain. Raise your glass to the outlaws that remain. Raise your glass to the outlaws that remain. Any Merle Haggard fans out there? Try one.